Let's talk about side hustles. Normally, I do vlogs and advice videos on this channel, but if you guys have been OGs, like if you've been watching me from the very beginning, you would know that I initially started my channel making finance videos, how to save, how to budget. Well, I am so glad to tell you that those videos will be making a comeback very soon. I have been getting more into my career side, building my career, building my side hustles, just like establishing myself, making more money, all of that jazz. And I wanted to share with you guys some side hustles to help you survive, because I know we are all feeling the heat of the economy, especially here in Nigeria. If you are new to my channel, my name is Winnie. Hi, and I have been freelancing for over a year online, and I've been able to try my hands on a few side hustles that have fetched me some good amount of money. But before I even get started in this video, I want to just say that this is not a quick get rich quick scheme or whatever that you see online. But if you can work at these side hustles and keep doing it for a really long time, you might be able to even like expand this side hustle into a full-time career. To make this video a lot easier to digest, I have divided each of the side hustles into how easy it is to get started, how much skill or expertise or time required, and how much or how easy it is to start making money. The first side hustle is web design. Now, I know this one might scare a few people, but if you are willing to invest the time, you can learn anything online for free these days. You can learn on YouTube, you can learn anywhere pretty much. It's super easy to get started on web design, but if you can learn it, it might be able to fetch you a few extra every month. I used to do freelance web design, but I stopped doing freelance web design like 2 years ago ish. But I was able to make some money on the side of my actual job when I was doing it. So in terms of how easy it is to get started, it's pretty easy. It's easy to find a tutorial online. Just pick up a course. There are a lot of crash courses that you can find on HTML, CSS, JavaScript for you to get started doing web design. Even if you're not doing the entire web development, you can team up with someone else and maybe do the front end, someone else does the back end. You can also do product design. You can design the UI of a website for a company, give that design to a developer, that developer builds the website, and then you take a cut, that person takes a cut. So that it's pretty easy to get started. There are a lot of free tutorials online. You don't even need to spend money on any big course. You can just find free videos on YouTube to get started. In terms of skill and time required to acquire the skill, it takes a long time. It can take you anywhere from 3 months plus to even get started or get good enough to start making money or finding clients who will pay you to start building websites for them. And for the results or the payout for this, you can make anywhere from around 200,000, let me just say anywhere from around 50,000 on the very low end, all the way to hundreds of thousands of naira every month. So it's very lucrative, and even if you don't want to do freelancing or side hustle web design, you can also get a job as a web designer, so the payout is pretty big. Second side hustle is video editing. Now, I have mentioned so many times on this channel that I'm a video editor, or I edit videos, or I'm doing something relating to video for a client. That is because I started freelancing as a video editor back in like, I don't know, maybe 2020, and I have made so much money from video editing. Video editing was like the very first side hustle that I did. The very first freelancing work that I did was video editing. Nowadays, more people are creating accounts online. More people are looking to build their presence online. People want to be influencers. People just want to maybe promote their businesses online. So the demand for video editing is growing, and it's only going to continue to grow as more people take advantage of social media. If you are looking to get into video editing, it's a very high demand skill. It's a very demand skill, and there's a lot of potential to make a lot of money. A lot of people are paying big buck for video editing. simply because video editing takes a lot of time. Anytime I'm doing video editing work for clients, I'm spending anywhere from 3 hours to like half of my day editing videos. If you have that much time, if you have free time on your hands, or you have some extra time after work, you can definitely pick up video editing as a side hustle. If you want to get started, it's pretty easy because there are a lot of free tutorials out there. In terms of skill required, I would say medium. It doesn't require a lot from you to get started video editing, but depending on the project, that skill might go high or low, because if you're editing for someone who just makes simple everyday videos like vlogs, the skill required would be less compared to someone who is editing more professional videos, more like cinematic type of videos. So that skill might fluctuate here or there. And then in terms of the payout, like I already mentioned, you could be making anywhere from around $5 to $50 for a single short video, depending on, of course, the quality or the requirements. And for like a longer video, maybe a podcast, $80 plus. I'm giving my own rating based on how much people are charging on average. This is what you would probably find if you Google it online, so please take it with a grain of salt, depending on your skill level, depending on previous clients you've worked with or so, or even depending on clients, the amount of money that they will be willing to pay you will change. The third side hustle is one that I have been doing for the longest, and it is virtual assistants. Virtual assistants, I don't even know how I got into it. I think I was doing video editing work for a client. At some point, I moved into doing more of content assistant work, and from there I just started getting more clients for virtual assistants work and all of that. I've even held a full-time position as a virtual assistant, so this side hustle is great. You can do it remotely, of course, virtual assistant, and you can make a lot of money from this. Depending on who is hiring, they might pay you a little less or a little more. Also depending on the project, depending on the requirement. Some people may require assistance on specific things, like someone who can assist them with their SEO, someone who can assist them with this and that and that. And those assistants or the task required may require some skills prior, so they'll be willing to pay more because it's not just like anyone can do this, but it's requiring specific skills to get done. But in terms of how easy it is to get started, I would say it's super easy to get started. You can basically throw on virtual assistant on any kind of thing. You can be a virtual assistant as a data entry person, Excel sheet, or for formatting a document. It can be as easy as that. You can even be an assistant for rating product. There's even a job I saw online, an assistant for keeping someone accountable. So in the morning you call the person around a certain time. Hey, did you work out today? Did you take your meds today? Did you do XYZ today? So there are so many things you can do, and the industry or wherever you might be working, you know, the type of tasks you might be doing will vary from person to person. But in terms of how easy it is to get started, it is super easy because literally anyone can need assistance on anything. You don't need a lot of skill required to do this, but that again can fluctuate depending on the client or the requirement. If it's as easy as calling someone on the phone and checking up on them if they took their meds or they did their workout this morning, that is super easy. Anybody can do that. But if it's something requiring more of an expertise in a certain domain, that will require more skill to get done. In terms of the payout, I would say it's kind of medium because of how easy it is to get into and how oversaturated the industry is. A lot of people are no longer paying that much for virtual assistants. You can definitely still make a lot of money on this. Like if you have very good clients or if you have a specific skill in something, you can be able to charge your clients more. But I would say the amount of money that you can make from doing virtual assistant work is kind of on the medium to low end, so just keep that in mind. If you are a virtual assistant here in Nigeria, you can make it anywhere from 50 to like 150, 200,000 in Nigeria, and it could vary if you are doing it virtually as a freelancer or if you are doing it virtually as a full-time role. That will also range as well. The last side hustle that I want to talk about today is sales and marketing. I don't even know how I have switched so many industries in my career, in my life, my work life. I have worked in the food industry, tech industry, I've worked in social media. I think in every industry, sales and marketing is required. This is a high in demand skill. Literally everyone is trying to sell you something, or most people are trying to sell you something. So if you're not selling, you are most probably buying. So sales and marketing is a skill that almost every business really needs. Everybody wants to make profits, everybody wants to make money, businesses want to make profit and all of that. They want to connect with their target audience. In terms of how easy it is to get started, it's not easy because a lot of people require you to already have a degree or at least a year of experience doing this. And how are you going to get a year of experience if you probably don't even have a degree prior? So if you have a degree, that's great. But if you don't have a degree, you can also get a course online to teach you sales and marketing. You can maybe start by helping someone out for free or for less money. Try to talk to people you know who have small businesses that you can help to draw more customers in, help them with their sales and marketing, and then add that to your experience that you can use to get more clients, and so on and so forth. In terms of the skill required or how long it takes to learn the skill, like I said, it takes a while. Some people require you to have at least a year of experience. And even if you don't have a year of experience, for you to even know what you're doing in the first place, it's going to require a lot of trial and error, a lot of time, a lot of testing. You're going to need to know a lot of apps, platforms. You're going to need to understand customer relationship. You're going to need to understand sales and business and all of that. In terms of the time required, it's going to take some time to get started. But if you can really get started, get good, a lot of small businesses might be able to pay you big buck for you to help them with their sales and marketing and reaching their target audience. In terms of how much you can make, this ranges medium to high end because depending on the client or the business, they might be able to spend more. Big businesses will be able to spend more money because of course they have more money to spend. Small businesses may not be able to spend as much money on their sales and marketing, but the amount of money that you can make still ranges medium to high end, because if you have a degree or any experience, people would not have the audacity to pay you very little for that knowledge, because it's something that takes a lot of time and expertise to know. These are the side hustles that I have tried that you can also start if you want to start making extra money, because the way the country is going, you need to equip yourself with more skills and even spread your wings to an international market for you to make more money in even hard currency, so that your money doesn't devalue and you don't get left behind, and you can at least survive the economy. So if this video was helpful, if you guys like videos like this, you want to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comments. And if you guys want more money videos, like I said, I'm going to be making a comeback, talking more about savings, budgeting, tracking your expenses and all of that. And of course, I'll be sharing lessons that I have been learning along the way and So if you guys enjoyed it, drop a like on this video and subscribe.